In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use the vignette function in Lumenzia, which offers a simple yet elegant way of creating custom vignettes. The way to use this tool is first create a lasso selection, so make sure your lasso tool is active, and then just simply draw a selection around the area you want to vignette, click the vignette button, and you automatically get a vignette based on that selection. If you want to, you can customize this pretty extensively. We could take the opacity up to really dial that in to have a very strong vignette, or we could bring it quite a bit back down. You can take the mask itself and adjust it. If we double click on the mask or go up to the properties for the mask, you can change the feathering on it, because what's happening is the selection we created has been feathered to automatically smooth out that result. So you can dial in the exact amount of transition you want. And of course, you can open up the curve itself and change it if you like, but generally that's not really needed. Now, if you want, instead, let's delete this. You could create an inverted vignette and lighten the center. Let's go and select this area here, and now hold down the Alt key when you click on Vignette, or the Option key, click on Vignette, and now the center has been lightened from before to after, so you get this inverted vignette where it's lightening the inner part of the image. Let's delete that and create an actual vignette for this image. In this case, I think probably some sort of a general selection like this, diving down to make sure that foreground water is part of the selection. I'll use this, click on Vignette, and I think that it does a nice job of directing the attention in the image, but I probably missed a few areas on the edge here. I'd like to have a little bit more. So let's go ahead and select these areas here. And now if I hit the delete key, the background color will be applied to the mask. So by putting black, I'm going to remove the vignette from these areas. So when I hit delete, you can see now I see a little bit more of that water. And I can continue to adjust this a little bit here, opening that up a little bit, maybe opening up the sky here a little bit. And that overall, I think, is a more pleasing vignette. Also, one of the things I do with a vignette oftentimes is I don't want the shadows to get punishingly dark. You can see that things have gotten really dark here, and I want the clouds to go darker, but not necessarily this island. An easy way to do that is to add a luminosity mask to this, or even better is to use a blend if mask, which will be completely dynamic and not add any file size. So we can switch up to blend if under, and then we could do something like not darks 3 as a blend if, and hitting just Command Z to look before and after. You can see how that's dialed back the result in those areas. Maybe we'll try darks 4 instead. And now we can see that that overall has done a nice job of vignetting, but hasn't pushed the island completely black in those areas.